Hey, this is Groamy, and I was asked by the ZTV people if I was interested in doing a talk show. And since I've done just about everything else in this business, it's like, sure, let's check it off the bucket list. So welcome to the first episode of The Groamy Show, very cleverly titled, I might add. And I want to thank Trevor for joining me here.
What's up?
He's going to be playing some songs here and there for you, a little instrumental, whatnot. But what we're planning on doing here is just interviewing, hanging out, getting some people in just to promote whatever they're doing, just to have a good time and you know, shoot the shit about whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, I want to thank you for joining me here.
I appreciate being on.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And we're going to take a little break here. Coming up, our first guest on our debut episode will be some of the fine gentlemen from W.A.R Wrestling. They've got a show coming up March 8th. So we'll be back after this break and let you know all about that. Okay, somebody set that bell to do that. That was classic. That was
That was awesome.
You are watching Zombie Takeover TV. Join the Horde. Join the Horde.
Thank you, Trevor. This is Groamy. Welcome back to the Groamy Show, our debut episode, and special guest, very special, emphasis on special. Wow. Here at our debut episode is some guys from W.A.R Wrestling. They've got a show coming up March 8th, and if you do me a favor, introduce yourselves.
I'm the one, the only, the myth, the legend, the man, Ripper Blackhart.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm the guy that gets to try and keep him in line, and Michael McCormick.
Right.
And I, former senior official, Peachy Rodriguez.
Former. What did he do?
He retired.
Oh,
He couldn't pay for all the tables he
That
kept
was, to
breaking.
be fair, that was his first retirement, though.
I am trying to win the record for best deal.
I bet I've charged him at least $400 or $500 over the years for tables he's gone through.
Are you still the mayor of places too?
Yes, I am.
How
Last time we were here, you took a guitar shot to the head, and you still are talking.
That's right. I have to call him up again.
However, okay, you mentioned you retired. You work the Hall of Fame show though.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
He gets a lot of work for a guy who's retired.
Right. And you ref the Dusty's last match?
Dexters.
Dexter's last match.
match.
Sorry, I was...
Wish it was Dusty's last match.
Yeah, because I saw the DVD that ZTV produced and saw the final product. Hey, look, there it is.
Hey, there it is.
Those are mine.
Available for pre-order here.
Advanced copy. Yeah, because I saw you there. It's like, hey, what the hell is it?
Yeah, it was a good time. It was.
That's what everybody's reaction was. Hey, what the hell's he doing here?
They pulled you out of retirement for it.
It sure did. It honestly it had a nostalgia feel to it. I know to come out and still have fans cheer was nice because I haven't been around for a year.
Right.
Because the last show I was at
Since he snuck into W.A.R X.
I was at W.A.R X too.
But now, but you go way back.
I started with the promotion in 05.
Okay, so I was thinking it was longer than that, but it must be my
I've been,
kicking
but
I don't know.
He was in the crowd.
I was in
Okay,
the crowd.
that's what
Very first show.
Right on.
I was there. Never missed a show at all.
Right on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so it was a good time, and it was definitely an honor to be asked to referee Dexter's final match because
It's bittersweet.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
Yeah, because I wasn't real happy with the outcome. I have to be honest with you. I wasn't able to make the show. I had other things going on because I'm important.
I was happy that my hero came down and made the save,
yeah.
the one and only Mr. Main Event.
I was happy to see him get knocked out.
Yeah. Well, for those that didn't see it, Mr. Main Event came out and what happened? They both.
I think it was.
He tried to help Dexter, and Dexter was ungrateful.
And when he watched the
then
DVD,
he tried to help Dusty, and
ungrateful.
Dusty was ungrateful.
Right.
And then he got knocked out by both of them, if I recall correctly. And then I told him the same thing that he was telling the other two. He got knocked out.
You got knocked up. Out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Well, yeah. He brought out the brass knuckles.
Brass
Yeah,
knuckles.
brass
That's
knuckles.
right. Yeah.
I mean, never that Mr. Main Event's
That's
been
right.
known to use brass knuckles.
I didn't see that. I've always known Mr. Main Event to have hands of stone. He
Yeah, you tried to say
he's-
that during the
Yeah, he's the
DVD
one that
too.
showed Ronnie Garvin how to give the knockout punch
Well, actually,
back in the day.
didn't that match happen after he was after he got an ass whooping, if I'm not mistaken?
No, I believe that
See,
was
that happened
much
that was
later.
before.
It was.
Right.
It was
That
right
was before.
It was right before. Yeah.
Okay,
It was the
all
match
right.
before.
Yeah.
Because the next match was the one with Sherman Tank and Chris Hall, where this idiot was banned from ringside.
That's right.
And we were the safest place in the building because we
That's
had
right.
all the security because
right.
he's an idiot.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
He officiated that match too.
Or we can
That's
say
right.
Because you guys do the commentating.
Yep.
The commentary on the and the DVD is going to be released.
Yeah, you can pre-order it on. You go to Facebook, look up War Wrestling,
I think it's
War
War
Ohio.
Ohio.
Well, we have the Facebook.com/The War Wrestling. You can do that one too. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun for people. It's a 2-disc special edition for $20. It's got the Hall of Fame, which I thought was a lot of fun in itself, being able to honor guys like the Highlanders, who
Guys like
WWE
Roger.
and they paved the way.
and guys like Roger Ruffin.
He gave a terrific speech.
Yeah.
The best speech at the Hall of Fame yet.
Agreed.
The guy's been doing it for a long time. He knows his shit.
Yeah.
And for him to come down and say that he's seeing what we do and we're doing it right, that means a lot coming from a guy like Roger Ruffin.
For that
It meant a
long,
lot
yes.
to me seeing the Flying Tigers get inducted. They were at the first show I ever went to in Kenton. The high school was where my dad took me to. I got to see the Flying Tigers, so that was neat getting to see them inducted.
And you'll get to see the always controversial Ed Gonzalez. He tells a great story
about the
about the Highlanders being in Canada.
And then stealing the baby crib or something. What was it?
You'll get to hear that one.
Okay, all right.
You have
okay,
to watch the
okay.
DVD. To
Yeah,
hear
have to
that
watch
one.
the DVD to find.
Cody Hawk accepting on behalf of Nigel McGuinness. That was
good.
That
That
was
was
also
very
a very
good.
good speech.
And that is one great thing about what War does is they pay tribute to the guys before them. And you've got to do that. It's it's just a respect thing.
Yep.
Because they sure as hell wouldn't be doing what they're doing
Agreed.
if it wasn't for Roger Ruffin and Al Snow and all these guys from
Yep.
back in the past. And that's
And the thing is, it's not even, from the perspective that I have, it's not even about just guys that have been in war. Obviously, Roger Ruffin's never worked for war.
Yep.
Never had any affiliation outside of Brian Beach. But to have those guys from all over Ohio and anything that means anything to what war does or allows us to do what we have done,
Yep.
they're getting those honors,
Exactly.
and they're rightfully
The
deserved.
guys that paved the way
Yeah.
to give you guys the opportunity,
I-
basically.
exactly.
And I think
to do what you're
too
doing.
that's one of the hardest things we have every year is trying to pinpoint 5 or 6 guys that of all the deserving people, like how do we pay homage to these guys?
Right.
And then immediately who else can we get for next year?
Right.
Which we've already decided on the first inductee for next year, and it's the late great JT Lightning, who
I'm not familiar with JT.
Which is
Lightning.
much deserved.
yes,
Yeah.
who ran the Cleveland All Pro Wrestling
Yeah.
promotion for years and
years.
years. Multiple champion everywhere he went.
Ripper, you got passed over for next year's Hall of Fame? Is that?
Well,
We want it to be legitimate.
I'm not retired either. I'm not retired or retiring or a has been.
Okay, all right.
You were or never was.
Yeah.
I am the here
Dusty
and now.
Dillinger made that clear with a guitar.
Very true.
Yeah.
I am the here and now. Where's
Yeah.
Dusty? He's
Yeah.
not here. Why?
Hey, Dusty.
Huh?
That's it.
Right over there.
You guys got a lot of funny lines. Too bad they're all on your face.
See your head jerk around while that happened. What?
So definitely be sure and we'll definitely keep an eye out for the Hall of Fame DVD when that's made available.
And speaking of DVDs,
like
how
you said.
great is it? We talked about you're going to be able to get pre-orders of all the old War Wrestling DVDs sometime soon down the line.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, at Groamy's. Yep. I'm only here to help.
There's your cheap plug.
Yeah, exactly. But coming up March 8th is the next show.
Oh, luck of the draw.
Yeah.
What we're doing is everybody's name is going into a bin, and we're doing a battle royal. Only X amount of people allowed in battle royal, but nobody knows who's going to be in the battle royal until your name is drawn, and then the winner of that battle royal gets a shot at the war title anywhere from then till whenever they decide to cash it in, as far as what I've been told.
Nice.
So, I mean, you could have guys that you never expect would get a title shot in a million years, say like Nate Wings, who's 5 foot nothing but flies around like a Super Bowl. That kid could end up winning the Battle Royal and get a chance to, win the war title, which normally, who knows? I don't think he'd even be in contendership for it at this point, being fairly new, or like newcomers like the Levi Connors kid, or who else we got? Jake Oman. He's a force to be reckoned with. You
could end up with any of the Scarbonis or the Painkillers.
You don't know. Anybody on the war roster is entered into this.
That Painkillers match at the Hall of Fame show. When he come off the ladder through the guy in the
from Jersey.
That match was nuts.
Yeah.
That was and those guys have been around for they've been working shows
it's hard to say
for a little while.
If you buy the DVD for one match, buy it for this match, but there were a lot of people who pre-ordered that DVD specifically for that match. I mean, and we sitting back there calling that match, every time we look up, we're like, they're not really going to do this.
Yep.
Yeah, they did it.
And whatever it was, just the next time. Like, my favorite thing is what you were talking about, Vinny going through the table.
That match, and also the Ron Mathis, Brian Beach street fight.
That's
That
another
was
guy.
amazing. Thumbtacks.
There's another guy, Mathis, just recently joined the roster. Been working all over the Indies for years. Who knows?
The
He showed
kid's
Battle Royal.
tough.
He eliminates everybody else. He gets a shot.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the luck of the draw. Jock Sampson may get one more chance.
Right there. Right there.
Let's
the one
hope
and only
Let's hope
genuine
that
Jock
doesn't happen.
Sampson.
Here's the only problem with that. For 300 and some odd days now, one guy is still the champ. Despite your BFF's efforts to take it away from him.
He did take it away from him.
Nobody's beaten Juice Jennings.
He did take it away from him.
Yeah, he
Took
stole
away from
it.
him.
He stole it.
Even David Arquette never got the world title stolen from him. Juice Jennings will go down as the worst champion ever because he let someone steal his belt. David Arquette!
Every day when I check the
David
record book,
Arquette, you went
though,
there.
he's still the champ.
He didn't pin him.
Yeah.
He didn't pin him.
Possessions 9/10 of the law.
Believe he won that last year at the pay-per-view and still hasn't lost it, though, so...
Except for when Jock took it from him.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with this?
Truthfully, the key to it is to ignore him.
Right. Okay.
I cannot be ignored.
You wouldn't let anybody.
Yeah, with
That's
your
right.
Get
with
louder,
your
louder.
cheap sunglasses.
We do not.
Hey,
shut him up,
you know-
though. Bacon.
Leopard print sunglasses.
Bacon shuts you up.
Oh, bacon.
See.
Yeah. And then what other matches we got going on that?
There's
At
only
the
been a
March 8th
few.
show.
There's only been a few announced.
Let's
they're
talk
big.
about
Beach and
Beach and
World.
let's talk about
Baddest-
Aaron
baddest
Williams
man,
shocking the world.
Yeah.
What a
Ragul,
is dead.
Ragul, Archangel Justice stood for everything that was good.
Right.
The whole time it was Aaron Williams.
Yeah.
How does he reveal himself? He
By
kicks
turning
Matt
on-
Taylor in the back of
costing
the
his
head.
team,
Oh.
turning on his partner,
It was awesome.
and then
it was one of the
speaking
greatest.
whatever bullshit came out of his
Oh,
mouth.
it was one of the greatest things I ever saw. And he is now going by the moniker the baddest man alive. And there's a guy at War Wrestling. He has a problem with that, and his name
Bad
is Bad
Attitude.
Attitude.
Right.
Brian Beach, and I've said for years
does
that's
have
not
that.
just a nickname
Ask
he
Ron
decided.
Mathis.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not a nickname he
true.
decided to get. He when he started his wrestling career, he wasn't like, oh, I'm going to call myself Bad Attitude. No. He earned that name.
The voice too. That's
The guys
Right.
gave him that name because
pretty good.
it's a shoot. He has a bad attitude.
Well, back
only
in-
towards people like you.
back in the day when I was commissioner. Beach.
Oh, you know.
I think Beach was the first one to,
He was part of the group that put you through the
I was
table.
gonna say, did
Exactly. And of course, he hit me in the back, like a bad attitude Brian Beach would.
I think
Yeah.
that match is going to be a match of kicks because you have Aaron Williams who does these kicks, who kicks people's heads off, and bad attitude Brian Beach. That super kick is heard round the arena. It's going to be great.
Again, ask Ron Mathis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Who's
believe
taking it from both of them, really.
And I believe it's been announced also Cody Hawk will be taking on the Dark Star Matt Taylor. Which
Speaking of turncoats.
That's some bad blood been going for a while, not just in this promotion, but other promotions within
And
Ohio.
you also have to remember, too, though, you have Matt Taylor and Aaron Williams in the same building. And I don't think Taylor's done with Williams after the cheap shots that he gave him at the end of that match.
The question I posed to, though, anybody that was War 11, they saw Apollo Star had some backup, and a guy we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, the Soul Shooters back together.
And the Soul Shooters.
Yeah. And they're
I haven't heard any confirmation yet, but
right.
if the Soul Shooters show up on March 8th at the show,
Right.
whoever takes them on,
And
that would be a pretty
March
decent.
8th at the new venue, which
That-
is great, by the way. At the
Yeah, the alley. I like the building. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I do too.
so we'll have to,
it's got a
and
nice
there
vibe to it.
there's still a few ringside tickets available, from what I understand. Very
Yes.
few.
Very
If
few.
anybody needs
Yeah.
those, they need to go to the Facebook page. And,
Yes, any
and
other
put your
tickets
name
you
in
can go to the Facebook page, or
And then,
You can go.
usually by the time I get tickets, those front row seats are
Yeah.
gone. Those are hot.
Actually, I
items.
think the front row is
Those are
already
definitely a hot
gone.
item. And so
Yeah,
yeah,
said
well,
80 were already sold out for that.
right, and that's March 8th, and then we'll.
And that's
expect-
kind of insane too, where we obviously it's a little self-serving, but War 11, the front row was sold out like 3 or 4 months in advance.
yeah,
right.
That
Yep.
show, the next show is
Right.
almost 8 or 9 weeks after War 11, and the front row's already gone.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
that's just proof right there that you guys put on a great product, and don't forget March 8th at the Herod Community Center,
Allen East.
Allen East Community Center in
Herod,
in
Ohio.
go down 309
Yeah,
from
yeah.
75, just take a right, go
Yeah.
down, follow the path,
Right,
and
right.
up pops the building.
Right, and we'll have tickets at Groamy's here pretty soon, and I want to thank you guys for coming in and being guests on the first show. I hope you you
yep.
enjoyed yourself at least, and
Popped your cherry.
yeah,
Whoa.
nice.
It's time to go buy some.
Thanks for
DVDs.
tuning in, and don't forget March 8th at the in Herod, the next war show, and
Luck of the draw.
luck of the draw, and we'll be back in a minute to wrap this up.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for long, long years. Stolen many man's soul and faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the Pilate washed his hands, sealed his fate. Oh, pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh, what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. I stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was time for change. I killed the Tsar and the minister. Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode a tank, held a general's rank, while the blitzkrieg raged and the bodies stank. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh, what's puzzling you is the nature of my game.
and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and me. So please let me introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I lay traps for your troubadours who get killed before they reach Bombay. Pleased to meet you. I hope you guess my name. Oh, what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Just every cop is a criminal, and all the sinners saints. Just as heads is tails, just call me Lucifer. I'm in need of some restraint. So meet me, have some courtesy, and some sympathy, and some taste. 'Cause all your well-known politeness, or I'll lay your soul to waste. And pleased to meet you. I hope you guess my name. Oh, what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Rock on!
My name is Chris, and we are Rebecca and Emily.
We are Zach and Natasha.
My name is Boyd.
This is Ron.
My name is Sandra Leitner. My name is Sam.
And I'm Jeff. I'm Father Seymour Rott with Light of the Living Dead Ministries.
I'm Vanessa Williamson, co-chairperson of Zombie Walk Columbus and manager at Rendezvous Hair Salon. And thanks for watching Zombie Takeover TV. You're watching Zombie Takeover TV.
You're watching Zombie Takeover TV.
Zombie Takeover TV. ZTO, Zombie Takeover.
Zombie Takeover TV.
And you're watching Zombie Takeover TV. Zombie Takeover TV.
And I am watching Zombie Takeover TV.
We are the Horde, and you're watching Zombie Takeover TV!
It's Groamy. Thanks again for tuning in to the debut episode of the Groamy Show. Tune in next time where we'll have special guests, Bell Fountain Body Beaters Club, and don't forget War Wrestling March 8th in Harris at the Allen East Community Center. I'm only here to help. Thanks.